So, what is leverage? Leverage is a concept that you hear all over the place. In fact, the famous sentence that you hear is leverage magnifies your profits, but it also magnifies your losses. But there's a lot of confusion, especially amongst new traders, on what it is and how does it work exactly. So in this video, I'll just try to simplify it a bit, and hopefully part of it will make sense. I can definitely not exhaust it completely, but part of it hopefully will make sense. So leverage simply means, in day-to-day society, when you're saying you're leveraging something, it means you're taking advantage of something. Okay, you are trying to use resources from somewhere else to maximize them in a way that will benefit you. That is leverage. Okay, so when somebody says I will leverage some information, it means I will take advantage of some information, and hopefully I hope to benefit from doing that. Okay, so to take it even a step further, when we say leverage in the finance world, it simply means loans, taking a loan or something. For example, you want to take a mortgage, you go to the bank says they're going to finance 80%, and you put up 20% of your own money. So you're borrowing 80% to finance the purchase of that house through that mortgage. Okay, that is leveraging. Okay, you are leveraging debt to take advantage of it. Okay, so it's a form of debt in a way. Now, when it comes to trading, leverage is usually expressed as a ratio. 1 is to 400, 1 is to 200, 1 is to 300. So as an example, if we say the leverage on your trading account is 1 is to 400, that simply means for every $1 in your account, you can control 400 more dollars. That means your account has been magnified 400 times. Okay, if the leverage on your account, on your trading account, is 1 is to 200, that means for every $1 in your account, you can control 200 more, or you can trade 200 more dollars. In other words, your account has been magnified 200 times. So this is a simplified example. Of course, the mechanics are much more complicated than this, but the explanation will serve the purpose. So your account is being magnified through leverage. Now, to check the leverage on your trading account, you just have to log into the portal of your broker, your account, your profile, on your broker's website. Go to settings, and then hopefully for most brokers, you'll see your leverage there. So when we say your account has a leverage of 1 is to 400, your account has been magnified 400 times. Now, the famous sentence we hear is leverage magnifies your profits, but at the same time, it also magnifies your losses. Okay, but how exactly does it do that? How exactly does it work? So to understand how it works, you must understand the concept of margin. Margin means you must place a certain deposit for your trade. It's like entering a house. You cannot enter a house before you pay a deposit, and ideally that deposit is supposed to be refunded. It's not supposed to be deducted. It's still your money, okay, but it's just there in case you do any damages to the house. So the same thing with trading. Before you place a trade, you must place a certain deposit. That deposit in trading is what we are calling margin. Okay, the amount of margin you must place for a trade depends on the volume of your trade, or the lot size that you are trading if you're trading Forex. Okay, so the bigger the lot size, the bigger the margin you're going to require. Just like in a house, the bigger the house, the more expensive the house, the more deposit you're going to require to put up. Okay, so in trading, the larger the volume you're trading, or the larger the lot size, the bigger the margin you're going to require, right? So how does this tie into leverage? Now, the relationship between leverage and margin is the higher the leverage on your account, the less margin you require for your trades. Okay? The bigger the leverage on your account, the less margin you require for your trades. Let's use some simple examples. So let's say your account has a leverage of 1:400. Okay? Now, there are some calculators that will automatically give you, you will input the leverage and it will automatically give you the margin you require online. Even your broker should have one, so you'll go search it out. This is just a random example. So let's say the leverage on your account is 1:400, okay? And you are trading a standard lot for the Euro USD. As an example, for that leverage, you may be required to put up, let's say, $300 as margin before you can be able to place that trade. Okay? Now, if we increased the leverage on your account from 1:400, we raise it to 1:800, the margin that you will require to trade the same currency pair and the same standard lot will drop down to, let's say, $100 as an example. Okay, these are not exact figures, they're just example. Will drop down to, let's say, $100. So you can see that the bigger the leverage on your account, the less margin you require to put up. So when you put up less margin for your trades as a result of having a high leverage, you are left with more capital available for trading. Okay, and that's one. Number two, you can also trade bigger lot sizes because of that. Okay? So it is because of that your profits end up becoming magnified and your losses end up becoming also at the same time magnified. By magnified, we mean the losses you would experience using leverage are much more than the losses you would experience without using leverage. And the profits you would experience using leverage are much more than the profits you would experience without using leverage. So that's how leverage magnifies your account. Of course, this is a simplified explanation, but the key takeaway from this video is you must understand exactly how leverage works. You must know the leverage in your account, in your trading account. Sorry. And you must clearly understand how to work with leverage, how to adjust it, increase it, reduce it where need be. Okay, I'll definitely do more videos on this, but in the meantime, let me know what you think. Share, like, comment, and as always, all the best